Now paper number 31. Now in this 31, question numbers 1 to 35 comes under this LIC paper number 31. Then coming to question number 1. Now first one Japan. Now the first 5 are based on syllogisms. Now syllogisms logically follows. Logically follows means the first model in this one. Only a few trees are plants. How to represent this one? Only a few trees are plants means only some trees are plants but not all. Konni trees మాత్రమే plants అవుతాయి, అన్నీ కాదు. This entire trees cannot be a part of this plant. Only some of the trees are plants but not all. And all plants are herbs. This entire plant is a part of this herb. And then first one, some herbs are trees. Herb and trees, there is an intersection between these two. All trees are herbs, that is false. Hence, what is your answer? Only one. The first one, that is true, it is an affirmative conclusion that will be true forever. Only one follows, that is given in choice 3, question number 1. Then coming to question number 2, all these pants are shirts. Now these are the pants that are shirt, all pants are shirts. And only a few shirts are ties means only some of the shirts are ties but not all. This entire shirt is not a part of this tie. Only some but not all. Some pants are ties, that is false. And some ties are not shirt, definitely true. Now to make this one false, the second one is a negative conclusion. To make this one false, now we need to draw all ties are shirt. All ties are shirt means this entire tie must be a short part of this shirt. That means this tie must be like this. Can I write like this? And if you write tie like this, draw like tie like this, then మరి చలేదా? Now this entire shirt cannot be a part of this tie, but this tie can be a part of this shirt. Now out of which ఇలా డ్రా చేసుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా చూడండి, and these are the shirts that are not ties ఉన్నాయి. Only some shirts are ties but not all. And alternate diagram true or not true? Alternate diagram true. Alternate diagram true, alternate diagram true. Previous negative conclusion will be false. And so what is your answer here? Neither one, not two. Choice 1, question number 2. Then coming to question number 3, no home is rabbit. No home is rabbit, home is here and rabbit is here. No intersection between these two, home and a rabbit. Then again, and only a few homes are waters. Only some homes are waters but not all. Then first one, no water is a rabbit. As of now, that is definitely true. Some waters are rabbit, that is false. Now the first one, negative conclusion is true. To make this one false, I need to draw some waters are rabbit. Draw cheyaledam. Now water and rabbit. Tell me whether I can able to write rabbit like this or not. Yes, alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. And in the same way, then what happened to this conclusion which was false earlier? Some waters are rabbits, now it has become true now. When the first one is true, second is false, second is true, first is false. Between these two, only one can be true. And both cannot be true at the same time. What is your answer? Either one or two, that is given in choice 5. First is true అయినప్పుడు second is false అయింది. And second is true అయినప్పుడు first is false అయింది. First is negative true అవుతుంది, affirmative false అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ affirmative true అయింది, negative false అయింది. Hence it is the case of either one or two. Then coming to question number 4, only a few mountains are water. Only a few mountains are water means only some of the mountains are water but not all. Only some mountains are waters and some mountains are animals. And now some mountains are animals. Then first one, some animals are water. Animal is here, water is here, no intersection. No animal is water, definitely true. As no animal is water is definitely true. Now to make this one false, angel Japani, alternate diagram, some animals are water. Now tell me whether I can able to write some animals are water or not. Draw cheyaledam. Now I am extending this animal like this. By doing so, what happens here? Some animals are water is true and no animal is a water will be false. And at the same time, the conclusion that was false earlier, now it has become true now. Hence, what is your answer? Either one or two, choice 3, question number 4. Then the fifth one, all ships are cities. Now these are the ships that are cities and only a few cities are floors but not all. Only some of the cities are floors but not all. And no floor is an antenna, no intersection between floor and an antenna. Then first one, all cities are ships, that is false. And no ship is an antenna, definitely true. As the second one is true, to make this one false, I can able to write antenna like this or not. Improvisation, some ships are antennas is true, no ship is an antenna will be false. Alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. In the same way, the previous conclusion, all cities are ships. If all cities are ships, now also that is false. Hence, what is your answer? Neither 1 nor 2. Choice 3, question number 5. Then coming to question number 6 to 10. Now 6 to 10, there are some 8 people on 8 different floors of a building, but not necessarily in the same order. Then there is no other parameter added to this one. Just we need to find out who is staying on which floor. Now tell me whether it falls under the first priority or the second priority. Now first chestara, second lo pedtaru idi. Now this must be under the first priority itself. First priority, then write down the floors like this: 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Or the 8 floors we have, 8 persons are staying on these 8 different floors. And coming to the information here, మరి చెప్పండి ఫస్ట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారు ఇక్కడ? Then y lives on an odd number floor. Y lives on an odd number floor. How many possibilities we have? We have some 4 possibilities. Y odd number floor, as of now we cannot start with this one because there were some 4 possibilities. Then u lives on a floor that is immediately below y's floor. Immediately below y's floor, y cannot be on the first floor. Isn't it? Because u is immediately below this one. Y cannot be on the first floor, hence y can be either 3, 5 or 7 and u can be either 2, 4 or 6. Hence there are 3 different possibilities. Then next one, only 4 people between W and S. S lives on one of the floors above W. S is on one of the floors above W, there must be exactly 4 in between these two. And altogether how many were there? 6 floors were covered or not? Now 1, 2, ఇక్కడ అయిపోయి 2 members and there are 4 in between. There are altogether there were some 6 floors were covered here. And Z lives on a floor which is immediately above S. Z is immediately above this S. And 7 floors were covered here. Then how many possibilities do we have? Many possibilities ఉంటాయి చెప్పండి ఇప్పుడు. Now can we start with Z at this place or not? Z is here, S is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, W is at this place, that is one case. And in the second case, Z is here, S is here, W will be here, that is the second case. Done with this? Now we have left with 2 cases. And S lives on one of the floors above W, and Z lives on a floor which is immediately above S floor, and X lives on a floor which is immediately above T. X is immediately above T. Now X is immediately above T. T does not live on the second floor. T cannot be on the second floor. And this is what the information here, T cannot be here. Then coming back to this, Y and U. Y and U. In this case, Y cannot be on the 3rd floor, isn't it? And can Y be on the 4th floor or not? Yes. Y cannot be on the 7th floor as well. Hence Y must be on the 5th floor. If Y is here, U must be here. If U is here, X and T must be adjacent to each other. Is it possible? And this case is completely ruled out. Then coming to the next one, Y and U. Now Y and U, Y can be either on the 3rd floor or on the 5th floor. If Y is on the 5th floor, I'm just talking about a possible. If Y is here, Y and U, then X and T must be adjacent to each other. Then X will be here and T will be here. Is it possible? Not possible, which implies that Y cannot be on the 5th floor. If Y is not on the 5th floor, Y must be on the 3rd floor, and U is here, X is here, T is here, and the floor that is left over is V must be on the top floor. Done with this? Then coming to question number 6. And 6th one, it is based on odd one out. 4 out of the following means odd one out, Y and X. Y and X, there is exactly 1 floor between these two. X and U, there are 2 floors. V and X, there are 2 floors. And T and W, there are 2 floors. And similarly between Z and T, there are 2 floors. Except in choice 1. And in the remaining choices, there are exactly 2 persons in between these two. But whereas in choice 1, there is exactly 1 person, that is odd one, question number 6. Then 7th one, who among the following lives on floor number 8? On floor number 8, tell me who is that person? V, that is choice 4, question number 7. And T lives on which of the following floor number? T lives on floor number 4. Floor number 4, that is choice 3, question number 8. Then 9th one, and which of the following statements is definitely true? And only 1 person above V's floor, that is false. And 3 in between Y and W, that's again false. And T lives on one of the floors below W, that's again false. Z lives on floor number 6, and that's also false. Then what is your answer here? None of the given statements is true. Choice 1, question number 9. Then 10th one, it is based on word arrangement here, meaningful word. Then tell me what are the words that can be found with the help of this B-E-A-K, beak, and anything else? B-A-K-E, bake. And it's two words, beak and bake, can be found with the help of these four letters. And it's two that is given in choice 1, question number 10. Then 11 onwards. 11 onwards, 11 and 12. And these two are based on inequalities. Then the relation between S and T. Two opposite symbols, so no relation can be drawn. C and E. E is E greater than or equals to C means C lesser than or equals to E. And so only 2 is 2, that is choice for question number 11. And 12th one, the relation between R and N. R is here and N is here. Which element is common? A is common. A equals to R. In the place of A, I am writing it as R. N greater than or equals to R. Definitely true. Then coming to the next one, D and P. D is here, P is here. Which element is common? S, which is common here? A is common. D greater than or equals to A, and P greater than A means A lesser than P. Now between D and P, two opposite symbols, so no relation can be drawn. Hence what's your answer? Only one, that is choice 1, question number 12. Then 13 to how many? 13 to 16. That means there were some 4 questions based on this input and output. Input and output. Now in this, first or the second priority. And how to determine whether it comes under the first or the second priority. Ela cheptaru first or the second. Now the first one is number of questions based on this. Only 4 questions were given. As only 4 questions were given, appudu em cheyochu? 5 iste first ki vellochu, kodi kashtapadina mark ekku vastundi anedi. Then again check out the pattern here. Now 89, 56, 43, 32, 23, 13. Then again one more thing you need to identify. All the questions are based on a single input kada. And the questions are not based on separate inputs. Hence it must be under the first priority. Logic log velakana mundu, whether it comes under the first or the second priority, these are the parameters you need to look into. What are those parameters? How many questions were given? And now whether the given questions are based on a single input or they are based on separate input. All are based on single input. Single attempt low, if you write down the steps, you will definitely get the answer. Okay? Hence it must be under the first priority. Then check out the logic here. Then 89, 56, 43, 32, 23, 13. All the numbers are arranged in the descending order and in the alternate position starting with the first number. Then next one. Recent paper, objective, news, done and assessment. Again all the words are arranged in the descending order, isn't it? Hence numbers in the descending order and words in the descending order. In the alternate positions in the first and the second places. Next thing can check చేసుకోవాలి. The pattern. How this pattern? Whether the elements are now step 1. 13. The lowest word number and the lowest word arranged at the first 2 places. Then the next highest number, next highest word. Next highest number, next highest word. And further these elements were shifted to the next position and so on. Then hence this is the logic and the pattern, and all the questions are based on a single input. Chestara leda? Definitely under the first priority. My any elements unnai cheppandi indulo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 means almost you will have 7 steps. Then 4 questions are based on these 7 steps. Definitely cheyagalagaru. Okay? 13 to 16. Much upon any doubts on explain cheyamantara. Anyone please? 13 to 16. Then now finally if you have left with only 1 or 2 minutes. Last 1 or 2 minutes undipindi. Last 1 or 2 minutes lo input output last lo. Starting undi kabatti ippudu chusam, last unte ippudu chudam kada. Mari ippudu chustaru, last lone chustam. Then appudu em cheyali? If only 1 or 2 minutes were left over, then you need to scratch around 1 or 2 answers from that one. ఒకటి రెండు మార్కులు మనకు వచ్చేటట్టు చూసుకోవాలా లేదా? Then coming to this one, without entering into the steps, which element is 7th to the right of the element which is 11th from the right end? Now 7th to the right of 11th from the right end. అవునా కదా? 11th from the right end in which one? The last step అన్నాడు. Last step లో that means 11 and 7. Right and right means 4th element from the right hand side. Now tell me which will be the 4th element from the right hand side amma? My 4th element from the right hand side ఏమొస్తుంది? 1, 2. That means second highest number, second lowest number. Now among this one second lowest ఏముంది ఇక్కడ మనకి? 11 ఉంది. 11 తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ నెంబర్ ఎంత ఉంది? 37. 37, 3 is the answer. దీనికైనా స్టెప్ చేయవలసిన పని ఉందా? ఒక మార్క్ ఈజీగా వచ్చిందా లేదా? Then you need to check out that pattern. Okay? And if the time is not there, then at least you need to score 1 or 2 marks, isn't it? In that pattern, you need to work out like this. The next one, 14th one. How many steps will be required to complete the Amma Japan? అసలు దీనికి ఏమైనా చేయవలసిన పని ఉందా? అండ్ 7 steps. అయిపోయింది కదా ఆన్సర్. 2 మార్కులు చాలు మనకి. ఇట్ వోంట్ టేక్ మోర్ దెన్ 1 minute. మీరు బ్లైండ్కి వెళ్ళిపోవద్దు. ఇది చూసి అమ్మ ఇది ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ కాదు, ఇది మనకి ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ కాదు, 4 క్వశ్చన్లు ఉన్నాయి, టైం ఎక్కువ పడుతుంది, వెనక్కి వెళ్ళిపోవద్దు. ఒక 1 or 2 క్వశ్చన్ చేసేటట్టు ట్రై చేయండి. దెన్ 15th one. వాట్ ఈజ్ ద పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ పేపర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ ఇన్ సెకండ్ స్టెప్ అన్నాడు. మా సెకండ్ స్టెప్లో పేపర్ యొక్క నెంబర్ ఎంత అన్నాడు. వాట్ ఈజ్ ద పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ పేపర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ స్టెప్. పేపర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సెకండ్ స్టెప్ అన్నాడు. అమ్మ ఒక్కసారి చూడండి, ఫాలో అయితే అవ్వండి, లేకపోతే పక్కన పెట్టండి. ఆల్రెడీ 2 మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి మీకు, అది బోనస్ అది మీకు. దెన్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ టెల్ మీ. ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది? లోయెస్ట్ నెంబర్ అండ్ లోయెస్ట్ నెంబర్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ అదర్ థింగ్? లోయెస్ట్ వర్డ్. లోయెస్ట్ నెంబర్ అండ్ ద వర్డ్ ఆర్ అరేంజ్ అట్ ద ఫస్ట్ 2 places. ఇక్కడ లోయెస్ట్ నెంబర్ ఎంత అని చెప్పండి? 11. ఫస్ట్ 11 వచ్చేసింది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏమొస్తుంది 11 తర్వాత? ఎవాల్యుయేషన్. 11 and evaluation are the first 2 elements in step 1. Step 2 ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి? Now this 11 and E will go to the 3rd and the 4th places. And what are the next one? Next highest number to 11. ఎంతది? 37. And next highest word to E. E కి next highest word ఏముంది? Finish. Finish will be at this place. Now 37 F11E. 37 F11E. These 4 elements will be arranged at the first 4 places. Isn't it? All the remaining will be in the same order. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9th is the answer. సరిపోయిందా 3? మీ క్లాస్లో ఇలా చెప్పాం. క్లాస్లో ఏం చెప్తాం? 2 రోజులు చెప్తా, ప్రతి స్టెప్ రాయిస్తా. ఎందుకు చెప్పండి? దట్ ఈస్ ద బేసిక్స్ క్లాస్. అదే బేసిక్స్ క్లాస్ ప్రకారం మనం ఎగ్జామ్లో చేయం. మరి ఎగ్జామ్లో చేస్తే ఆ స్టూడెంట్కి మీకు తేడా ఏమని చెప్పండి. నా యువర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్రిపరేషన్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ దిస్ ప్యాటర్న్. ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ ఇచ్చాడంటే 2 నిమిషాల్లో లేపియాలి 5కి 5. No, in this method. Then number 16th one. Which step are the elements finish 11 evaluation are found in the same order? Now finish ravali and 11 evaluation and found in the same order. Ade order lo ekkada ostundi ani adigadu. Now this is time taking. Avuna kada? Then finish 11 evaluation and off. Now these are the elements we have. Where is finish? Finish is at this place. And next one 11. Finish తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి? 11. ఫినిష్ తర్వాత ఆబ్వియస్లీ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ 11 ఓన్లీ. ఎందుకు చెప్పండి? ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్లో 11 అండ్ ఈ విల్ బి అట్ దిస్ ప్లేస్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఎఫ్ విల్ బి అట్ దిస్ ప్లేస్. ఎఫ్ కన్నా ముందు నెంబర్ వస్తుంది మనకి, అవునా కదా? ఎఫ్ కన్నా ముందు నెంబర్ ఎంత? 37 వస్తుంది. అండ్ 37 F11E. 37 F11E చెప్పండి ఏ స్టెప్లో ఉంటుంది మనకి ఈ ఆర్డర్లో? నో. Now in first step what happens? First step and second step లో 11E 37F అని రాసుకున్నాం ఇప్పుడే, అవునా కదా? అండ్ మరి ఓ ఉంటుందా ఇక్కడ? ఓ ఉండదు. ఓ కూడా ఈ స్టెప్లోకి వచ్చేయాలి. క్లియర్? ఇన్ స్టెప్ 2 వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? 37 F11E దెన్ 42 విల్ బి అట్ దట్ ప్లేస్, అవునా కదా? 42 51 వస్తుంది. కానీ అక్కడ మనకి ఓ రావాలి. ఓ రావాలి కాబట్టి ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి దట్ ఆర్డర్. దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఓ? ఓ ఎక్కడుంది చెప్పండి అమ్మా? ఓ ఇక్కడుంది. వెర్ ఇస్ ఓ? ఓ ఇక్కడుంది. ఓ ఇక్కడుంది అమ్మా. ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ ఉంది, ఓ ఇక్కడ. ఇక్కడ చిన్న లాజిక్ అప్లై చేయాలి, కొద్ది జాగ్రత్తగా ఆలోచించాలి. అమ్మ చూడండి, ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది కదా. ఎక్కడ? స్టెప్ 1లో ఫిక్స్ అవుతుంది. నా ఓ దిస్ విల్ బి ఫిక్స్డ్ ఇన్ ఓ మనకి రావాలి. ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ తర్వాత 2 ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉండిపోయినాయి, అవునా కదా? మనకి స్టెప్ 2లో 11 అండ్ ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ పక్క పక్కకు వచ్చాయి, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఈ 2 పోవాలంటే ఎన్ని స్టెప్స్ కావాలి? ఇంకో 2 స్టెప్స్ పోవాలి. ఇంకో 2 స్టెప్స్ పో 3 and 4. 4 ఈజ్ ద ఆన్సర్. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? వెదర్ యూ గాట్ దిస్ పాయింట్ ఆర్ నాట్? ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి ఏం చేస్తారు? ఇన్పుట్ రాయండి, స్టెప్స్ అన్నీ రాసుకోండి, దెన్ ఆన్సర్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఆఫ్టర్ గెటింగ్ దోస్ 4 ఆన్సర్స్ దెన్ స్టార్ట్ వర్కింగ్ లైక్ దిస్. అప్పుడు ఇలా చేయాలి. మీ ఇప్పటి నుంచి మీరు ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ అంతా అలానే చేయాలి. ఫస్ట్ రెగ్యులర్ ప్యాటర్న్లో చేయండి, తర్వాత డైరెక్ట్గా చేయడానికి ట్రై చేసినప్పుడు దానికి దీనికి లింక్ చేయండి. దెన్ మరి చాలా ప్రెజర్ ఉంటుంది ఇలా డైరెక్ట్గా చేయడానికి, చాలా ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించాలి. దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ కమింగ్ టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 17 ఆన్వర్డ్స్. దెన్ 17 to 20. Tell me what is given here. Certain number of persons seated around a circular table. Circular table, certain number. First or the second priority? Now first or the second priority. First చేస్తామా second చేస్తామా? ఎలా చెప్తాం? Again the parameters. What are the parameters we need to consider here? Now how many questions were given under this one? 4. Isn't it? Next ఇంకోటి ఏం చెప్పండి important parameter. Now one question will always be there based on this one. How many persons are seated around that circular table? ఇస్తాడా లేదా? డెఫినెట్గా ఉంటుంది. Now check out that question and see what are the choices. How many persons are sitting? Minimum 10, maximum 15. 10 to 15 అంటే ఇది ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ కింద వస్తుంది. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ మోర్ దెన్ 20 అప్పుడు డిఫికల్ట్ సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీలో పెట్టేస్తాం. ఫాలో అవుతున్న ఎస్బీఐకి ముందు ఇవన్నీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం మనం. And even for SO also we have discussed all these components here in the examination. And see here, now we need to check out the numbers. The numbers are lesser than 15, hence it must be under the first priority. And if it is more than 20, and obviously under the second priority. Inka complicated outundi, more than 20. And then, now this is a circular table. And all the persons are facing towards the center. And all are facing, and the distance between adjacent persons is same. And only 2 persons are in between J and U అన్నాడు. And only 2 persons are in between J and U if U is here. Only 2 in between J and U, J will be here. This is one possibility. Then what is the next possibility we have? And 2 possibilities ఉంటాయి కదా మనకి. And whether J is to the left hand side or to the right hand side. If U is here, 1, 2, J will be at this place. Only 2 persons between J and U. Then only 2 in between J and U. L is seated second to the left of U. L is seated second to the left of you. L is seated second to the left of you. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? L is seated second to the left of you. And L and R are immediate neighbors. L and R are immediate neighbors. R is here. Now in this case, R can be either here or here. There are 2 possibilities in the second case. Then number of persons, and Y is fifth to the left of R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is fifth to the left of R. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? Now in this case, R's position itself is not finalized. And so we'll have 2 possibilities. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు ఎగ్జామ్లో? ఎగ్జామ్లో ఇలా చేసాం, 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్తో స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. దెన్ ఇప్పుడు మనకి దీంట్లో మళ్ళీ 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తున్నాయి. మరి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు? దీన్ని పక్కన పెట్టి దీన్ని ఒకటే వచ్చింది కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఫైనలైజ్ చేద్దాం. నౌ యూ నీడ్ టు లర్న్ దట్ న్యాక్ ఆఫ్ స్కిప్పింగ్ ద పాసిబిలిటీస్. వచ్చిందంతా డ్రా చేయడం కాదు, వచ్చింది దీన్ని బేస్ పెట్టుకుంటాం పక్కన. దీంట్లో ట్రై చేస్తాం, వచ్చిందా ఓకే, లేదనుకుంటే అప్పుడు 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్తో దీన్ని సెపరేట్గా మొదలు పెడతాం. డన్ విత్ దిస్. దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ వన్. నా నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ సిట్టింగ్ బిట్వీన్ మా Y ఈజ్ ఫిఫ్త్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ R. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ J and Y సేమ్ యాజ్ U and A. J and Y సేమ్ యాజ్ U and A అన్నారు. Jకి Yకి మధ్యలో there are 2 persons. U and A there must be exactly 2 persons. And A cannot be to the left hand side and A must be to the right hand side. సరిపోయిందా? And 2 persons between J and A. Then O is to the immediate left of Y. O is to the immediate left of Y. O is here. And less than 4 persons between J and O. In between J and O, less than 4 persons here. There are only 3 persons. Less than 4 is absolutely correct. And less than 4 persons between J and O. O is and J is to the right of O. J is to the right of O. G is south to the right of A. G is south to the right of A. No. G is south to the right of A. And I is fourth to the right of G. I is 4th to the right of G, and is to the immediate neighbor of Y. Immediate neighbor of Y must be here. అంతే కదా? If I is here, I is 4th to the right of G, that means in between G and O there must be exactly 1 person. Done? And only 4 persons in between U and M. In between U and M, 1, 2, 3, 4, M cannot be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, M is here. Only 4 in between U and M. M who is not an immediate to Y. M is immediate to G. సరిపోయిందా? దీంతో వచ్చింది కాబట్టి then there is no necessity to work out this one. Then how many persons are sitting in the circular table? Yes, how many are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And altogether there are some 15 persons. Choice 4, question number 17. And 18th one. What is the position of Y from M? Now from M, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th to the right. Now 4th to the right, that is choice 2, question number 18. And which among the following is odd one? U and R, they are adjacent. G and M, they are adjacent. L and J, they are adjacent. Y and O, adjacent. M and O, they are not adjacent. Except choice 5. The remaining persons are adjacent to each other, choice 5. Then who is 7th to the right of L? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. M is your answer, choice 3, question number 20. Done with this? then 21 to 25. Now 21 to 23, only 3 questions given under this one. Then 21 to 23. And there are some certain number of persons in a circular table. Now how many persons are there? 20 వరకు వచ్చింది చూడండి. Now question number 23 if you observe here. Here is asking about the total number of persons. Total number of persons, the maximum number is 20 only. Isn't it? That too 20. Only 3 questions were given under this one. కనుక దీని second priority పెట్టుకోండి. As of now we haven't left any questions up to here. We have done all the questions till now. అన్ని చేసాం, ఏమైనా వదిలేసాం మధ్యలో? అన్ని చేసాం కదా. కనుక దీన్ని వెనకన పెట్టుకోండి. ఎందుకు వెనకన పెట్టుకోవాలి? దీనికన్నా ఈజీగా వచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏమున్నాయి ఇంకా? ఇన్ఈక్వాలిటీస్ 2 వచ్చే, ఇంకా 3 వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. ఇంకా కోడింగ్ అండ్ డీకోడింగ్ రావచ్చు, ర్యాంకింగ్ రావచ్చు. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఆల్ దోస్ ఆర్ ఈజీ. ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ రావచ్చు, సీక్వెన్స్. ఆల్ దోస్ ఆర్ ఈజీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ దట్ కెన్ బి సాల్వబుల్ ఇన్ లెస్ టైమ్ వెన్ కంపేర్డ్ విత్ దిస్ వన్. అందుకు దీన్ని సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టుకోండి. దెన్ ఫైన్. దెన్ కమింగ్ టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్స్ 21 to 23. Now in this 21 to 23, P sits to the immediate right of L. Where is this P? P is to the immediate right of L is given. Now if L is here and P is to the immediate right of L and B is not an immediate neighbor of M, B and M are not adjacent to each other. And there are 7 persons between P and N. When counted from the left of N, how many persons are there? There are 7 persons. If N is here, left of N 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 persons between P and N. There are 7 persons between P and N when counted from the left hand side of N. E is an immediate left of N. Now E is an immediate left of M, E is here. And E is an immediate left. B sits out to the left of G. Now B is seated out to the left of G. B is seated out to the left of G can be written like this. B sits out to the left of G. G who sits 6th to the right of E. G is seated 6th to the right of E. Hence E is here 6th to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3 B. G is 6th to the right. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? As of now we are not representing here because we do not have any information. E is there. Then as E is here, from E, whatever would this be? B is seated 2nd to the left of G. అవునా కదా? And B from E. B is 4th to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 3 persons. 1, 2, 3. B will be at this place. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? And B is here. Then there are 2 more persons. 1, 2. G must be at this place. Now we have done with this information as well. And only 1 person between E and M. In between E and M there must be exactly 1. Hence M can be here, or only 1 person between E and M, or M can be here. And only 1 person between E and M. 1 person sits between E and M. There are 2 different possibilities we have, isn't it? As there are 2 different possibilities and 1 person between E and M. Next, and 3 persons between G and L. In between G and L there must be exactly 3 persons. Then K sits out to the right of L. 1, 2, 3. K must be at this place. And no one sits nearer to H. And no one is sitting nearer to H. And H. And now tell me where can this M be? My M fix cheyachcha leda? Now P sits to the immediate right. B is not an immediate neighbor of M. And there are 7 persons between P and N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And E is an immediate left of N. And B sits out to the left of G. B is out to the left of G. G who sits 6th to the right of E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And G is 6th to the right of G. అవునా కదా? And G is 6th to the right of G. G is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ఇక్కడ 7 రాసేసాం. Okay? G is 6th to the right of this one. As G is 6th to the right of G, hence this must be like this. G is 6th to the right. సరిపోయిందా? Now, 1 person between E and M. As 1 person between E and M, B and M cannot be adjacent to each other. M cannot be here. Then M must be at this place. సరిపోయిందా? M is here. Now we have done with this information as well. And no person sits nearer to H. Adjacent positions of H, there is no person. Hence, where can we have this H? H cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, and so on. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఉండే ఛాన్స్ లేదు కదా? Then what is the only possibility? H must be here. Because the adjacent persons to H, they are 2 vacant places. adjacent places are vacant. Then how many persons are there in the table? Now table lo how many known persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there are some 9 persons. Choice 5, question number 21. Then 22nd, what is the position of K with respect to H? K with respect to H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth to the right. Now fifth to the right, choice 3, 22nd. How many persons are sitting in the table? Yes, total number of persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Altogether, there are some 18 persons. That is choice 3, question number 23. Done? Then, next 24 to 26. Now, in this 24 to 26, there are some 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, and these persons are seated, are going to picnic on different dates. What are the dates we have? 7th and 12th of 4 different months, starting from May to August. Now tell me whether it comes under the first or the second priority. Definitely under the first priority. 24 to 26. Isn't only 3 questions and still can be manageable. Now May, what are the dates given? May 7th and May 12th. And next one, June 7th, June 12th. July 7th, July 12th. August 7th and August 12th. Now here, altogether we have some 8 persons. Now these 8 persons are seated in these 8 persons on 8 different dates. D goes to picnic on. Whenever these months were given, what is the first thing we need to identify? Number of days. Now May, July and August, these 3 months are having 31 days. Only June is having 30 days. Then D goes to the pick which is having even number of days. Children, akkadi nunche modalautundi priority eppudu. Then hence D can be either June 7th or June 12th. Saripinda ledha? Either D can be June 7th or June 12th. And 3 persons in between D and F. 1, 2, 3, F will be here. Now in this case 1, 2, 3, F will be here. 3 in between D and F. H goes to picnic immediately before A. H is immediately before A. H and A must be together. But in different months. H is immediately before A but in different months. Now hence H cannot be in the month of May, isn't it? But in different months, then what is the answer here? H and A must be like this. Because they must be in different months. And H and A in different months, July and August. Here there are 2 different possibilities. Then next one. But in number of months going to picnic in between B and H is 1 less than A and C. B and H is 1 lesser than A and C. B and H 1 lesser than B goes to the picnic on an even number of days before H. B even number days before H. And B goes to picnic on an even number date before H on again. Hence, now in between. In the previous information, children, number of persons in between B and H. B and H there is 1 person. 1 person is 1 lesser than A and C. That means in between A and C, how many persons should go? 2 persons. And where should this C? C must be at the last place. Saripinda ledha? B and H lo ఎంతమంది అయితే ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు A and C కన్నా ఒకరు తక్కువ అన్నాడు. Then next one. B goes to picnic on an even number. E and F does not go on consecutive days. Now E and F does not go on consecutive days. E is here. Now if E is here, what is the element left over? Who is left over? G is left over. Done? మీకు ఇక్కడ చూడండి దీన్ని పక్కన పెట్టేసాం ఇక్కడ మనం ఎందుకు పెట్టేసాం హియర్ దేర్ ఆర్ 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఇక్కడ ఒకటే ఫిక్స్ అయింది దాన్ని ఫస్ట్ చూసేస్తాం ఇన్ కేస్ అది ఇన్వాలిడ్ అయితే దెన్ యూ నీడ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ హియర్ దెన్ 24th one and 4 out of the following 4 out of the following is nothing but an odd man out. E is on 7th of May, D is on 7th, and G is on 12th. A and A is on 7th and F is again on 7th, except G. The remaining 4 persons are going on odd number date, but with this G is going on an even number date. Then coming to question number 25. Now who among the following person goes on 7th of May? 7th of May, who is that person? E, that is choice 225. And 26, who among the following person goes just before F? Just before F, that is G, choice 3, question number 26. Done with this? Then next one, 27 to 30. Now this 27 to 30, it is based on coding and decoding. Now 4 questions based on this coding and decoding. Now coding and decoding, if you observe here, when compared that certain number, this is easier or not? ఇంతకుముందు మనం సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టుకున్నాం ఏంటది certain number of persons seated around a circular table, question numbers 21 to 23. Now when compared with that one, this is much easier. That too you are getting 4 marks, and this should be the first priority, that must be under the second priority. Then coming back to this, chemical fertilizer very harmful, and what is the word that is common between the first and the second? Harmful is the word that is common, and the code that is common between these two. Ma em common ani cheppandi? JA, and the code given to the word harmful is JA. Then if you compare 1 and 3, chemical fertilizer very, and fertilizer is the word that is common, and the code that is common between these two. Now fertilizer, what is the code that is common here? And BIAKTU, TU is common, hence TU is the code given to the word fertilizer. Then if you compare 1 and 4, chemical is the word that is common. As chemical is the word that is common, and the code that is common between the first and the fourth, AK. The code for chemical is what? AK. AK is common here again, AK. Then the first one, what is left over? Very. And the code that is left over is BI. The code given to the word very is BI. Then if you compare 2 and 3, in every way, in is the word that is common between the second and the third. And the code that is common between these two is what? NU. The code for in is what? In is NU. Then if you compare 2 and 4, every way, now these two words were not repeated at anywhere else. Repeat hence, the codes for these two cannot be identified, and the codes for these two are SI or KO in any order. And next one, food and content. Content is the word that is common between the third and the fourth. And the code that is common between these two is FR. The code for food content is FR. Then what is left over here? And food is the word that is left over in the first one. And the code that is left over is DP. Food is DP. Then finally we are left with the 2 words, quite and high, and quite and high. And these 2 words were not repeated anywhere else. And the codes for these two are PR and GD in any order. These are the words and their corresponding codes. Then, which of the following represents a harmful fertilizer? JATU in any order, choice 3, question number 27. 28, which of the following may represent toxicity and quite high? Then, toxicity is not given anywhere here, quite and high, PR, GD in any order. PR, GD in any order. Now to this word toxicity, and any code other than the given code should be there, isn't it? Then PR, GD is there, NU. NU cannot be the code for this toxicity because NU is the code for in. The next one, PR, GD is not there, VK. Now VK, tell me whether VK is not present anywhere here, hence it can be the code to the word toxicity. Done? Answer choice 3, question number 28. Then 29, what is the code for very? The code for very is BI, choice 5. And 30th, what is the code for SI? The code for SI is what? SI either every or way, that is choice 1, question number 30. Then 31 to 35. Now in this 31 to 35, there are some 5 questions. Now how many people are there? 10 people are there seated in 2 parallel rows containing 5 people. And again, parameter is also added. Okay. Finally, after working out all these questions, how many questions were left over? My 35 questions lo second priority enno unnai? Those 3 questions. Inta mundu meeku explain chesadu second lo pettukomana kada. And those 3 questions plus 5. All together 8 questions. Now these 8 questions were left over, then what you need to do? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు? ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏది తీసుకుంటారు? అమ్మా ఇదే ఎందుకు అమ్మా 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అందుకు ఇది తీసుకోండి. మరి 2 minutes ఉంది, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు? దెన్ యూ నీడ్ టు చెక్ ఓవర్ ద టైమ్ యూ ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్. ఎంత టైం మిగిలింది అది చూడండి. ఒకే మినిట్ మిస్ ఉంది, ఇంకా అప్పుడు ఏది చేయొద్దు, ప్రశాంతంగా కూర్చోండి. అంతే కదా, 1 minute ఏది అవ్వదు. And if there is some 3 to 4 minutes were left over, then it is the easiest one, isn't it? At least 3 minutes were there, then you need to take this possibility. ఇది ఫస్ట్ తీసేసుకోండి. Then లాస్ట్కి మనకి సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీకి వచ్చే టైంకి ఏం చేయాలి? దెన్ బై దట్ టైమ్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ విల్ బి కన్జ్యూమ్డ్ బై యూ పీపుల్. హార్డ్లీ యూ విల్ బి లెఫ్ట్ విత్ ఎనీ టైమ్. స్టిల్ యూ హ్యావ్ సమ్ సఫిషియంట్ టైం. అప్పుడు చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి మనం. ఇది మనకి ఎలా ప్రాక్టీస్ అవుతుందో చెప్పండి? డైలీ మీరు ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తున్నప్పుడు అదే విధంగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనే అవుతుంది. ఎగ్జామ్లో ఒక్కసారి చేద్దామంటే కుదరదు. అది అట్లీస్ట్ అప్పుడు గుర్తురాదు కూడా. మనకి గుర్తు వచ్చినా భయం వేస్తుంది. అమ్మ ఇది వదిలిస్తే మిస్ అయిపోతామేమని. సార్ ఏదో పిచ్చోడు అలా చెప్పుకుంటాడు అనుకోవచ్చు, అవునా కదా? కానీ మనం ఇక్కడ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనే అక్కడ ఉంటుంది. చాలా చాలా కష్టం అక్కడ మనం ఇది ఫాలో అవ్వడం. అన్లెస్ అండ్ అదర్వైజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ప్రాక్టీస్డ్ n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ సెంటర్. ఓకే, మన ల్యాబ్లో ఫస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్. అండ్ హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ దేర్? 10 people. 1 2 3 4 5 and again 5 more people were there. And these 10 persons, row 1, JK and all of them are facing towards north. JK, LM and they are facing towards north, and the remaining persons PQ, RST, they are facing towards south. And they get them. And each one of them likes different flower as well. Flowers kuda ichadu. Hence N sits exact in the middle. N is exact at the middle. I am fixing N at this place. And faces the one who likes orchid, and the one who likes orchid is at this place. Clear? And next one. Only one person between N and the one who likes lily. Now between N and the one who likes lily, how many people? There is exactly one. How many possibilities we have? 2 possibilities. As there are 2 possibilities, then we need to write down the second possibility as well. Ippudu possibility raskondi. N is here, the one who likes orchid is here, and the one who likes lily must be at the right end. And S faces one of the immediate neighbors of the one who likes lily. S is here. Lily ki opposite ఉన్నవాడికి immediate neighbor S. Lily ki opposite immediate neighbor S. And only one person sits between P and the one who likes orchid. Now between P and the one who likes orchid, there must be exactly one person. That means how many possibilities you have? 2 possibilities. Now P can be either here or P can be here. Now here also, and P can be either here or here. In each of the cases, we have two different possibilities. And P is not an immediate neighbor of S. Hence P cannot be here, P must be here. And P cannot be here, P must be here. Saripenda? P is not an immediate neighbor of S. And P faces one of the immediate neighbors of L. Now this P is facing one of the immediate neighbors of L. Now P is facing one of the immediate neighbors of L. And M is neither immediate neighbor of L, M is not an immediate neighbor of L, nor faces S. Hence M must be here. Ante kada? M is not an immediate neighbor of, neither immediate neighbor of L, nor faces S. M must be at this place. And Q is not immediate neighbor of S. Q is not immediate neighbor of S, and so Q must be here. And Q is not immediate neighbor of S, so Q must be at this place. And faces the one who likes plumeria. Now Q faces the one who likes plumeria. Plumeria is here. Now plumeria is at this place. Then next, M does not face R. M does not face R. R must be here. If R is here, T is the person left over. T is here. M does not face R. R is here, and T is at this place. And next one, M faces one of the immediate neighbors of the one who like rose. M is facing one of the immediate neighbors of the one who like rose. M is facing one of the immediate neighbors of the one who like rose. In both the cases, S likes rose. And only one person between rose and the one gazania. Now one person between rose and the one who likes gazania. Gazania is here. And rose and gazania, one person, Q is gazania. And the one who likes peony and the one daisy face each other. Peony and daisy are opposite to each other. Opposite to each other, what is the only possibility we have? P and the one facing P. Ante kada? Peony and daisy. And peony and daisy opposite, only 2 people between daisy and daffodil. Now if daisy is here, 2 people between daisy and daffodils is not possible. Hence where should this daisy? Daisy must be here. If daisy is here, now this must be peony. Saripenda? Peony and daisy are opposite. There are exactly 2 in between daisy and daffodils. Daffodils must be at this place. Then peony and daisy, there must be exactly opposite. Hence peony is here and daisy is here. Now if daisy is here, 2 in between daisy and daffodils. Daffodils at this place. Then only 2 people. J does not like daffodils. Now J does not like daffodils. J cannot be here. J is here. If J is here, J, K, L, M, N is here. J daffodils is ruled out. J is here and N is at this place. Now the persons were fixed now. And the one who likes dahlia sits 4th to the right of the one peony. Peony 4th to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be dahlia. and here, and 4 to the right of peony, that is dahlia. Now peony is at this end. Right hand side is not possible, isn't it? And this case is completely ruled out. Adi icharu anukondi, and the one who likes dahlia sits 4 to the left of the one peony ante this is valid, this will be invalid. Amma? Now first row they are facing towards south. Now the one who likes dahlia sits 4 to the right of peony. 4 to the right of the one dahlia sits 4 to the right of peony annu. Amma? Double N. అచ్చా ఇక్కడ డబుల్ ఎన్ ఇది రాసుకుందాంలే. అండ్ ఇంకా మిగిలిపోయింది ఎవరు? కే కదా, కే మిగిలిపోయాడు. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫైన్. నువ్వేది అంటున్నావు? సౌతే, ఫేసింగ్ సౌతే ఇది. 4th రైట్. పియోని ఇటు పక్క ఉన్నాడంటే వాడికి రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఇటు ఉంటుంది కదా, అందుకే 1 2 3 4 డాలియా ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది. దెన్ అదే అన్న లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ వచ్చుంటే ఇది సెట్ అయ్యింది, రైట్ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి ఇది సెట్ అయింది. క్లియర్ నౌ? That means south facing means his left is towards our right is towards his left. Directions will be opposite. Then, children, now with the help of the last information, the second case got invalid. Till that one, both the cases are valid. Andike manaki you need to focus on the possibilities. Ala cheyakana deento start chesesaru direct ga okati fix chesesi. Emoutundi? Last ku వచ్చే టైంకి ఇది పోయింది. ఇది పోయినప్పుడు ఏమనిపిస్తుంది చెప్పండి? ఏమనిపిస్తుంది? దీనికి వెళ్ళరప్పుడు మనం ఎక్కడైనా తప్పు చేసామేమో అని ఇదే 4-5 సార్లు చెక్ చేస్తారు, పైకి కిందకి పైకి కిందకి, అక్కడ అయిపోతుంది 20 నిమిషాలు మీకు. దెన్ అందుకే 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ సైమిల్టేనియస్గా రాసుకోవాలి. అండ్ లక్కీకి ఇది ఉందని గుర్తొస్తే చేస్తారు, లేకపోతే అది కూడా మిస్ అయిపోతారు. అండ్ ఫస్ట్ ఫోకస్ మస్ట్ బి ఆన్ పాసిబిలిటీస్, అండ్ అట్ ద మోస్ట్ 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్ దేర్ ఫిక్స్ చేయొచ్చు. దెన్ హూ అమంగ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ లైక్స్ టులిప్? టెల్ మీ హూ ఇస్ ద పర్సన్ హూ లైక్స్ టులిప్ హియర్? అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ టులిప్ ఈజ్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ and N likes tulip, that is choice for 31. Then 32nd, who among the following is an immediate neighbor of the one who likes peony? Immediate neighbor of the one who likes peony, who is that person? And Q, the one who likes gazania. Ante kada choice 2. One in question చదివినప్పుడు ఎలా చదివాను చూడండి. And who among the following immediate neighbor of peony ఉంది? Immediate neighbor of peony ఎవరు? ఇక్కడ Q. నేను Q చదివానా? చదివినప్పుడు ఎలా చదివాను? Q, the one who likes gazania. ఎందుకు అలా చదివని చెప్పండి? మేబీ చాయిస్లో క్యూ ఇవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే గజాని ఇవ్వచ్చు. మీరు క్యూ ఒక్కడే చదివితే అది కనిపించలేదు, మళ్ళీ కంగారు పడతారు ఏమైందో తప్పు అనేసి. మళ్ళీ దెన్ యూ నీడ్ టు రీడ్ బోత్ ద కేసెస్, క్యూ అండ్ గజాని, రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి ఇస్తాడు మళ్ళీ. అండ్ హియర్ గజాని ఈజ్ గివెన్, దట్ ఈజ్ చాయిస్ 2. మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్లో అబ్జర్వ్ చేయవలసిన వివి పాయింట్స్. మీకు పేపర్ ఇచ్చేస్తే కంఫర్టబుల్గా ఇంట్లో ట్రై చేసుకుంటారు, అవునా కదా, పెద్ద తేడా ఏం రాదు. But whereas what you need to identify is how we are taking the possibilities, where we are skipping the possibilities, and how we are solving the questions. వాటి మీద ఫోకస్ పెట్టండి మీరు. Then which should be the first priority, which should be the second priority. అయితే రీజనింగ్కి ఎంతమంది ఎందుకు ఉంటారండి, అవునా కదా? పేపర్ ఈజీ ఉంది అందులోని. మీకు రాని క్వశ్చన్ ఏదైనా ఉందా ఇందులో? 40 minutes టైం ఇస్తే కంఫర్టబుల్గా చేస్తారు అందరూ. 35 out of 35 డెఫినెట్గా వస్తాయి. But as what you need to score is 35 out of 35 in lesser than 20 minutes. And for that one, what are the things you need to take care, you need to learn in the classroom. Okay? మన ఫోకస్ అంతా దాని మీద ఉండాలి. Then which among the following pairs represent the people sitting at the extreme ends? Extreme ends చెప్పండి. S and L ఉన్నారా? No. And Q and L? No. R and K? No. And next one, S and K? No. And P and J? Yes. Choice 5, question number 33. And 34, and which of the following flower does S like? S likes rose, choice 2. 35, the following, which of the following is definitely true? The one who likes Daisy is an immediate neighbor of P. Daisy immediate neighbor of P, that is false. Q is an immediate neighbor of P, definitely true. Choice 2, question number 35. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 1 to 35 and paper number LIC ADO 31. Yes? Anything left over? Number series? Then question numbers please. 86. Then coming to question numbers 86 to 90. Now this 86 to 90, coming to 86 to 90. Now 323, 119, 479 are the numbers we have. Isn't it? Then అమ్మ చెప్పండి ఎలా చేస్తారు. ఫస్ట్ మనం చేయవలసింది ఏంటి? whether it comes in a difference, product or combination, the model you need to identify. Deentlo vastundi difference. Can you go for difference? No, because the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate. 3 తో మొదలైంది 2800 కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 100 times, 100,000 times, 1000 times వరకు వెళ్ళిపోయింది. Hence the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate. It must be under product or combination, and product is not possible between 3 and 23. Hence it must be under combination. And in the case of combination, ఏం చేయాలి? We need to focus on the highest pair, isn't it? Now 119 and 479, these are the two numbers we have. Then 119 నుంచి 479 ఎలా వస్తుంది? 119 into how much? Into 4. అంతే కదా? Into 4. 119 into 4 is how much? 476. 100 into 4, 400. 19 into 4, 38, 38, 76 plus 3. ఇక్కడ into 4 plus 3 అయింది. We got 1. Then 23 and 119. Here it is how much? Into 5. Now 23 into 5 is how much? 23 into 5. 115. 23 divided by 2, 11.5. 113. 115. And plus 4. సరిపోయింది కదా? Into 4 into 5 ఇక్కడంతా వాళ్ళు into 6. 3, 4. This must be 5. 3 into 6, 18 plus 5, 23. Then 6, 5, 4. Next one into 3 plus 2. 9 into 3, 27 plus 2, 31. 1, 9 into 3, 27 plus 2, 29. Last digit must be 9. Among the given choice 4 is the answer. No need to find out the entire number itself. The last digit only, 1, 9 is there, choice 4 is the answer. Now if you have not worked out like this, ఇక్కడ 3 నుంచి 23 మొదలు పెట్టారంటే మీ పని అవుట్ ఇక. ఎందుకు? కాంబినేషన్ అని తెలిసింది. ఎలా చేస్తారు? 3 and 23 into 1 plus 20 into 2 plus 17 and into 3 plus ఇంకే రాసుకోవడమే. into 3 అంత 9. 9 plus ఎంత? 14 and into 4 plus 11 and into 5 plus 8 into 6 plus 5 into 7 plus 2, అది దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాం. into 8 minus 1, దాంతో ఫస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం, దగ్గర ఉంది మైనస్. into 9 minus 4 into 10 minus 10, అలా ఎక్కడికైనా రాస్తాం. Hence combination you need to check out at the highest pair. Highest pair you will have only one logic. అక్కడ ఒకటి మన కీవర్డ్ దొరుకుతుంది. From there onwards we can able to extend to the left hand side or to the right hand side. Then now question number 86. My 87, 19, 16, 97. ఇది దేంట్లోకి వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? Difference, because numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate. Then 19 and 60 difference ఎంత? 41. And 60 and 97 difference ఎంత? 37. 97 and 128 difference ఎంత? 31. What are these numbers? 41, 37, 31. Prime numbers in the decreasing order. And the previous prime number 29. And its previous one 23. And 128 plus 29. ఎంత వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? 28, 56 plus 1, 57. Choice 5, question number 87. సరిపోయిందా? Prime numbers in the decreasing order are added starting with 41. Then 88 చెప్తారా? దేంట్లోకి వస్తుంది? Product or difference or combination? Difference. Now here the difference is how much? minus 3. And 69 and 59. 62, 59. Again minus 3. And 59 and 53. Difference ఎంత ఇక్కడ? minus 6. And 53 and 35. minus 18. Next one. 3, 3, 6, 18. Next same equal. 3 into 1, into 2, into 3, into 4. Isn't it? 18 into 4, 72. Minus 72. 5 minus 2, 3. 13 minus 7, 6. Now, సరిపోయిందా? 5 minus 2, 3. 13 minus 7, 6. And so what is your answer here? 62. ఉందా లేదా 62? 63. 63 ఉంది కదా చాయిస్ 1. 63 is the answer. 88. Then 89. My 89 దేంట్లోకి వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? Now tell me this 89 comes in which category? Again difference. And 30, 61. What is the difference between these two? 31 plus 31. 80 and 68 difference ఎంత? minus 12. And 68 and 99, what is the difference? 68 and 99. Difference ఎంత? 31. కనుక 31 అయితే మనకి ఆల్టర్నేట్గా ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. ఇక్కడ 31 వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ రావాలి, ఇక్కడ రావాలి. Isn't it? Hence here it will be 39, 31. 80 minus 31 ఎంత? 49. అవునా కదా? 49. Hence here it must be how much? 12 is the difference. సరిపోయిందా? మీరు ఎందుకు కొద్దిగా అడ్డం పడ్డా అంటే మధ్యలో ఇచ్చాడు కరెక్ట్గా. అది ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చి ఉంటే ఈజీగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేసేవారు. Hence 31, 12, 31, 12 are subtracted alternately. This is about 89. Then coming to question number 90. మన 90 చేశారా? ఎలా చేస్తున్నాం 90? 90 ఎలా చేస్తున్నాం? Now decimal should be removed. Okay, fine. Now 7.6 now will become 76. Then 90. Then next one 38. And 104. And next one will be 24. Numbers are increasing and decreasing. ఏం చేయాలి? Alternate series. 76 and 90. ఎంత? 76 and 90, 14. Here again the difference is 14. 24 plus 14, 38. 38 plus 14, 52. Now 52 into 10 చేసాం. Divided by 10, 5. Choice 2 is the answer. Done? అంతేనా? అయిపోయినామా? ఇంకుందా? And one more question is there, 91. Now in this 91, now the numbers are in the decreasing order. As the numbers are in the decreasing order, then you need to start in the reverse order. అవునా కదా? Then what is the logic here? Into 1 అయింది ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ. సరిపోయిందా? Now here it is into 1. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎంత అని చెప్పండి? 9.2 and 11.5. అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది? 9 and 11. Now it is almost into how much? 9, 92 and 9216. 11 నుంచి ఎలా వస్తుంది చెప్పండి? 240 and 1152 and 19. 1152 and 19, this is into 1, and next one is into 9.2 and 11. As 9.216, 9.216 and 9.216 and 11.52. Tell me it is multiplied with how much here? Into 8 వస్తుంది అనుకుంటా చూడండి. 9.216 into 8. 9.216 into 8. What is that number you are getting here? చేయండి. మరి సరిపోతుందా లేదా? As tell me what is the number from here to here? .216, 9.216. Then next one. Then ఇక్కడ చూడండి 9.216 and 1152. What is the relation between these two? 9 point into how much will be 11? 115 రావాలి. 9 నుంచి 115 రావాలంటే ఎంత మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి చెప్పండి? మరి చేస్తున్నారా లేదా? Now into how much? Yes? 1.25. Fine. Now this is 1.25. 1.25. Now if it is 1.25 can be written as, మళ్ళీ రాసుకోవాలి చెప్పండి, 9.216 into 1.25. 1.25 can be written as 5/4 రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. 1.25 5/4 రైచా లేదా? అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇక్కడ ఏమైపోయింది? ఇక్కడ దిస్ విల్ బి ఇంటూ 4/4 ఇలా రాసుకోవచ్చు. దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 11.5 and 19.2. ఇక్కడ ఎంత అవుతుంది చెప్పండి? నా ఇంటూ 5 into 5/6 వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ. And 4 will be common here, into 6/4, isn't it? And next one 5 and so on, 8 and 240. Now 240 into how much? And 4 is common here. Then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4 ఇక్కడ మనకి 5 ఉంది, and 1, 1.5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ఇలా వస్తుందా? 8/4. Now check out here. .216 and at the same time, and this is into 1 into 1.2 and next into 1.4 into 1.6 into 1.8. అలా ట్రై చేయండి. Then you will get this one 48. Now 48 ఆన్సర్ వస్తుందా? వస్తుంది కదా 48. క్లియర్?